Everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is Patriots Extra Point, and we're joined as always by Chad Berry. Chad, how you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
Doing quite well. I'm sure Patriots 9-4. It's been a minute since we've talked, so how are you feeling? The Patriots are on an amazing hot streak.
Yeah, man, this is everything we could have dreamed of. I didn't even expect them to be 9-4 right now. It's incredible with a rookie quarterback coming
Yeah.
off a terrible, what was it, 7-9 season last year, and after
hmm
losing Brady and everything. So I think this is best case scenario, like all around, and I'm much more hopeful now for maybe championship appearance, maybe a Super Bowl. Who knows? I mean, they
Who
took down
knows?
the Bills, so that was the
Yeah,
team to beat.
they're the one seed in the AFC playoffs by at least one game. I think Tennessee's 8-5 or 8-4 right now, so they got a cushion between that and they beat Tennessee head to
Yeah,
head. So they're in a good spot. And last night they beat the Bills, as you said, 14-10. And I don't know if ugly's the right word for it. It was a bad weather game, but it was still pretty watchable from my point of view. What are your thoughts on the game?
yeah. I mean, that was just like a that game is so hard to judge. I mean, it was a fantastic game. Um,
Yeah,
Classic Bill Belichick's gonna win this game kind of game, but it's hard to judge a game like that because they didn't even throw the ball. I mean, they threw it 3 times. So,
yeah. So Mac Jones 2 for 3. Yeah, good
all
completion
right.
percentage. 19 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. And then 5 rushes for -3 yards. Could do a little better than that. But yeah, I mean, look, uh, much like Tua, Mac Jones has never played in the cold in his life. Tua from Hawaii, Mac Jones from Florida. Both went to Alabama. Pretty nice climates to play in. This was probably a huge shock to him, and I think it was wise for Bill Belichick to be like, you know what? Let's take it out of the rookie's hand for this one. We have a game plan. We're gonna bully the Bills, and they really did it. They took care of business.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have to throw, then don't throw the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, that game, I think a lot more factors were in just than it was cold for Mac. I think the wind was just made it
hmm
impossible for them to throw. Never mind. I think it was a little bit of rain, so the ball was slippery. I mean, you saw how many drop passes, how many just off throws. I mean, even on his little completion to who was it? Johnu
Yeah,
Smith.
Johnny Smith had 1 for 12 yards.
Yeah, and even that throw, he had to kind of jump and juggle it down. So that
hmm
kind of shows, I think conditions were just pretty rough all around. So all they could do was run. I mean, even the Bills, they only completed 15 passes, and
hmm
one could say, oh, if Bass hits that field goal, then in the fourth quarter they probably go for it again. But it goes to show like they're not even confident shooting from like inside the 20 for field goals. So it was rough. I mean, you saw the flag on the
Yeah.
field goal post, and I saw a picture before with the field goal posts where like they were both one was going this way, one was going that way. So they had to fix them right before the game. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, it was. What was really striking to me was the towels on all the players were just like blowing up. Like I don't think I've seen that like before. It was
Uh,
insane. It was absolutely
yeah, I mean,
insane.
it looked pretty bad out there. I mean, all considering, I think it was a great game. It was fun to watch, to be honest, even though they weren't throwing it. And I don't know, that gives me a lot of hope for the future. But
Yeah, no, I mean, let's take a step back. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks. What have you seen out of Mac Jones like the last few weeks? This game aside, this game can't really judge
yeah,
anything from him. But
it's the game is so hard to even count for anything other than a good job.
mhm.
Right now.
You just got to
But
get a win. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, for Mac in these past few games, I think he's just been a lot more. They've been letting him throw a lot more and
Mhm.
do more down the field passes, some more like 10 plus yards, some deep routes, which is kind of what we would expect from a rookie quarterback, kind of halfway, almost 3 quarters way through the season. So the more and more he gets comfortable, and he's already like he when he first started week 1, it already felt like okay, this guy has veteran mindset. So now that it's almost got, over half a season, and I think he's only going to get better. I mean, last 2 weeks ago, he did hit 300 yards. So that was his first 300-yard game. So I think you're going to see more of that, and hopefully in better weather games. But yeah, no, I think that's developing just fine. And I mean, next year is going to be even better, and he's got a real chance to, really be the next quarterback for the Patriots dynasty, and a second dynasty maybe, but that's
Right.
way.
I would, yeah, it'd be like, I feel like this would be the third. I feel like there's like the early 2000s, then the 2010s, and now maybe the 2020s could be another one. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
so you touched, sorry,
he's filling Tom Brady's shoes quite well.
I would say. You touched on it at the top, in obviously, like, we're having a little fun saying, like, he's going to be a dynasty leading quarterback, all that. But what are your expectations for this season? I mean, like you said, it has to have exceeded all of your expectations so far. So now readjusting, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, every week I was always saying, I think this is a wild card team. This is a wild card team. But now it's like this is definitely, I think now a championship team. Made Super Bowl appearance. That's tough. I think definitely in the realm of possibility at this point. And more than likely they're going to face someone like Green Bay or the Bucks in the Super Bowl, and that's going to be a huge test. But I mean, AFC wise, all these AFC teams, they're all like 7-4, 8-4.
I think this is like literally the first week where the number one seed in the AFC didn't lose and get knocked off of the number one seed. So it's not great. There's so many teams just bunched up like with the same record. Like, it's deep. There's a ton of teams still alive, but there's, other than the Patriots, no one's really pulling away with this.
Yeah, I mean the Patriots only have the conference by one, so it's they're 9. The next team is I think 8-4. I think there's like 3 teams that are 8-4. So I mean they have a bye this coming week, which is great. This is
really good time. Yeah, really. Like, Miami also has this bye week, and I was thinking like this perfect. Like, take a bye and then just finish out this season with as strong as you can. You can't really ask for much more than that.
Yeah, it's the latest bye week in NFL history, I think, because it's a longer season. But yeah, then we come back to the Colts. That's going to be a real game, though. I think that's going to be one that's going to really show, like, okay, yeah, the Patriots really as good as we think they are. And then the Bills again, which is going to be nice because now we can, hopefully it's a better weather
Hopefully
game.
throw. It's not a blizzard in New England.
I mean, Belichick said it best when he laughed at the press conference saying, that we didn't even have to throw passes, so we get to try all of our passing game now. So that'll be nice.
It is a huge advantage that they didn't have to show their hand at all. So we'll see. And then, the end with the Dolphins. You have another game in there.
It's probably Jets Dolphins. I don't know offhand, but I imagine they're gonna have to face.
Yeah, last game is Dolphins
for sure. And I would guess the Jets one more time. Which, I mean, come on. Of all of the Jets, I think didn't they win this week? But
they lost, but they played competitively, but they lost.
Yeah, I saw Zach Wilson had a ton of fantasy points. I was like, good, all right, but so usually I'm like, oh, maybe they did good, but I'm excited for these next few weeks. I think this is going to really tell what the the playoffs are going to show for the Pats.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, I think I speak for every non-Patriots fan. It is annoying that they're good again, but hey, gotta respect the hoodie. Gotta respect what Bill Belichick's doing with this team once again.
Crazy. It's good to be back after last year.
After a real down year, 7-9. Thank God.
At least we got to feel what it's like to be a loser for once.
Oh man. All right, Jad. Anything else you want to touch on before we get on out of here?
No, man. I'm just excited. Nice bye week break and then back to business.
Absolutely. Where can you find you online?
Find me on Instagram at JP. And you can find me on Twitter at ChadPerry25 right here.
Go follow him there. You can follow me on Twitter at TheFakeMar. This is BMARR. Our channel is on Twitter at WickedGoodSport. and at WG Everything. It's on Instagram, Wicked Get Everything, Twitch at twitch.tv/Wicked Get Everything, TikTok, search Wicked Get Everything, and search Wicked Good Sports. Chad, thank you so much for your time.
Always a pleasure, man.
And we'll see you all in the next one.